Right. We are live. Not sharing audio. We're good. We're good there. Okay. And then let's see what the other stuff's looking like. So here's my channel. 822 subscribers. Nice. Need to get a better thumbnail system, probably. It's just be an AI guy. All right. YouTube sounds good. How are we looking on Twitch? Twitch looks good. Yep. Cool. And live on X as well. Sweet. Good deal. One of these days. Today might be the day. Today, I think, is the day that I've been neglecting the content. I mean, I'm trying to ride off the impressions from the live stream, because at least it's regular YouTube activity, which I think YouTube wants to reward. But today, I might actually work on getting those daily shorts that I'm supposed to be doing, and then I just watched a video because I got sidetracked. So I was trying to get through my Skool stuff first about Skool, or about posts, community posts in YouTube, which you can now add to your bar, which is kind of cool. So I just need to make sure that these aren't 1 month, 3 month, 4 month, not quite spread out. There's really no excuse for that to be that out of date. So lots of work here. We're doing one at a time. So I've got some work to do on that. And then, yeah, hopefully get some shorts pulled up. And I was just looking at Blotato. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do the Blotato thing or not. Blotato's like a cross-posting platform that you can hook up to n8n. And I don't know. I've seen some people saying that they're getting issues with getting banned, but there's also no context for why they're getting banned. I'm not interested in the AI content posts. I get it. I get that's the easy win. So that's what people are doing right now. But wow, that is like a straight up Kung Fu Panda knockoff. That's crazy. But I do like that you can use it to connect to every platform, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, or do that. I guess remix anything would be kind of good. So I like what she's doing. She's right on it with her platform. It's pretty legit. APIs for everything, which is really nice. Similar to, I think, some other platforms like Buffer. I think Buffer is another one you can use for posting to social media automatically. Mostly just because I think connecting directly to X is a pain. Connecting to Instagram and Facebook is a pain. They've gotten spammed so much that they've made it really difficult to. I mean, not really difficult, but you have to go set up an app in the developer portal and get approved. And I think I was trying to do that with WhatsApp, and they weren't approving my phone number for some reason, even though it's my personal phone number. So that's a little scary. So anyway, I don't want to get too heavy into the reposting systems, but I might have to do it, or it might have to just be a manual thing that I just do and I have it ready to go, which is kind of where I was leading. But I'll probably be talking about that more later. So we'll see. I may try out some Blotato. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's nice. You get options for everything in one place. So yeah, that is really nice. Post everywhere to maximize reach for free. I mean, I think you have to pay to be able to use the platform though, even if I'm not using AI Slop. Yeah, $29 a month for unlimited. Man, good for her. This is awesome. Great stuff. Cool. Well, we'll look into that later, but do need to get content posting going. But I guess first things first, before I get too far into it, we'll start with is it T? Yeah, there we go. Content system. Maybe we'll discuss that in a little bit. But first, can't show that. All right. Just going to check my activity from yesterday. 30 activities for, Wednesday, August 13th. So we can add 30 activities. We're above average. Nice. There we go. Total didn't go up. Okay, there we go. Took it a minute. It's kind of weird. GPT, I think, actually gave me this formula that runs for this field, I think. I forget. I don't actually even know where the formula is now. There it is, array formula. So it's like doing all these calculations based on filling in this value, which is a little much. Feels like it kind of defeats the purpose of Excel at this point, but hey, I don't know. It seems to work. I spent too long on it for something where I was like, I just want a spreadsheet that will do what I want it to do. So, yeah, so I let it kind of do its thing, and it gets the job done. It is kind of cool that it just recalculates, so not so bad. Yeah, Skool activity is one of the founding pillars, I guess. So try to get. I mean, probably now that Nick has already set the bar, I probably need to get activities much higher. But I've kind of already talked about that a little bit. I feel kind of bad just like going through and liking everything. Feels like activity should probably be a little bit more active than that, than just like getting likes. But at the same time, like it doesn't hurt. I guess there again, like there are little micro interactions and little constant reminders of you need to that my account's out there and people can potentially see it. But I was going to check some numbers too. We got 100 members, which is crazy. That's like a legit 100 because it'll include me as one of the members. So it's like I don't really count. But yeah, legit even 100. So that's awesome. That's huge. Getting up there. And then what else do we got? I was gonna look at my YouTube channel real quick. Yeah, 822 subscribers is great as well. Yeah, and I saw a comment, so I was gonna reply to that. So did finally get a video up yesterday. I actually probably get another video up today, which will be helpful as well. But shout out to one of the guys in my community that wanted this video playlist tracker. I think I streamed it like last week, but I finally got the video created. I think something happened last week where I got sidetracked. I was in the middle of recording it and it didn't end up working. So then I never actually got the video created for YouTube. So I think actually it's like, well, it's in the stream somewhere, so I'll pull it back out. But it's like, I just re-recorded it as like a direct video. It only took like an hour to record. I still get a little bit overconfident. What's up, Molson? Nah, we bought coffee. I'm slowly upgrading. I bought Celsius yesterday, so I stopped buying it from the store. So that was like a win. But yeah, I probably need, because if I go the AeroPress route, then I got to buy coffee beans. I guess you're gonna have to walk me through it. I would need to buy a coffee grinder as well. So this $35 or $39 AeroPress investment slowly becomes more and more. But I probably should, because yeah, $5 a day for an Americano, probably not a great way to be spending money. All right, you got me on the AeroPress. Let's go. There we go. I can get one for $31 from Target. And then I need it's an espresso maker too. I didn't know that. But then I gotta supply my own coffee beans, I guess, right? They do offer grinders. There we go. Smooth, non-bitter cup of coffee. Oof. There we go. That's what I figured. Then they're gonna make me throw down for a $165 coffee grinder instead. I know you're the elite coffee guy though, so I'll take some of your suggestions. If you buy beans, you need a grinder, but you can still use pre-ground coffee with any machine. I guess that's true. I could just that's a good point. I could just get pre-ground coffee. What's that look like on Amazon? Classic Folgers. Do you have any hacks there? I mean, I guess just do like, I guess actually I could just go buy Blue Bottle pre-ground coffee downstairs, and then I can make my own. So I can still spend money at the shop, but not have to pay for making it. making the cup. Let's see. Blue Bottle. I'm learning. I'm learning slowly. Yeah, Hayes Valley espresso. I guess that's what I've been drinking. So let's see. What's the price save on that? Where are your best sellers? There we go. Yeah, I know they have instant coffee, but I probably don't want instant coffee. I probably just want a bag of coffee. It's a pretty nice website, though. Good job, Blue Bottle. I feel like this should be more obvious, though. I just want a bag of coffee. I want that. I want to see that. There we go. Okay, cool. Man, everybody's all about the subscriptions now. Hey, for subscribe and save, $22. We'll send you one every week. Is that the only option? Okay, no, there we go. So $22, and that should get me how many cups of coffee? 12-ounce whole bean. That seems like a win. How many cups of coffee can I get out of a? I have whole bean selected. Okay. Yeah, I don't want whole bean. Yeah, good point. Good point. I want ground. You right. You right. Oh, maybe they don't have ground. Does Blue Bottle have ground? Maybe they don't. So maybe is instant probably what I want then? That's all. That's actually ground. I don't know. Instant's probably not what I'm looking for either, is it? Maybe Blue Bottle is not the answer. It's different than ground. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like instant coffee was always the stuff that they put in like cheap hotels. It's it's like, oh man, this stuff is gross. Uh, Bummer. So it's Blue Bottle. Free ground? Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to go downstairs and see what they got. So maybe they do. They have giant bags. All right, cool. Well, I like that. Good call, Molson. Good call. I'll have to investigate that a little bit further. I'll also want to say I started streaming before 10, which is pretty good. We were on a roll. Like I said, I got sidetracked with YouTube a little bit, but started almost on time. All right, so that's on the list as well. Got to get an AeroPress, I guess. Can I just buy one off Amazon? Probably do that, right? $31. Get it tomorrow. Yeah, nice. Oh, I can pick the color. Black, blue, clear, gray, green. So many options. Sweet. All right, man. So tomorrow I might have to I'll have to buy my coffee again, and then after that we'll go the AeroPress route. Recommend good and way cheaper kettle and grinder. That's okay. That's kind of what I was wondering. I figured you had a good one, good recommendations. So I might have to do that as well because that'd be kind of cool. I mean, if I can just go downstairs and grab coffee from Blue Bottle directly, that would be convenient. If they only have whole bean. I have to grind my own stuff, but I will definitely take your suggestions. So cool, man. Saving money. Then I just have to learn how to beginning of the stream could be a coffee cam. There we go. There we go. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Have my own lo-fi coffee stream. I like that. That's legit. That's legit. It's a good idea. Oh man. The other one I was just thinking I need to get back into protein ice cream. I was doing protein ice cream for a little bit, so I could prep that as well, so I could be ready to go by the time it hits 10 o'clock and I'm ready to eat something tonight. So coffee and ice cream. What else could you ever want? Do they sell protein coffee? I've seen pre-mixed protein coffee where I think Quest actually now has little bottles of protein coffee. So yeah, I mean, I believe it. So I've seen at least, I mean, whatever. I guess it's probably really just like coffee flavored protein shakes, but it might actually have caffeine in it. That's protein coffee. Yeah. What are we looking at? What kind of stats are we looking at? 10 grams of protein, 90 calories, 200 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, that gets the job done. That's very efficient. I mean, I probably just have to make my own, but that's legit. Yeah, this is crazy. The Starbucks one is like, it's like 31 grams of sugar. I've had it a couple times because I've just wanted something out of the vending machine. But I mean, it tastes great, but man, 31 grams of sugar is nuts. So yeah, no, that's a good call too. Mix my own protein shake and do the protein coffee deal. I was doing that for a little bit, where that was my thing. Hello, World Arena. Please subscribe. You want to subscribe to me, or you want me to subscribe to you? Might not be the best play if you're going out begging for subscribes. It's probably not going to work out super well for your channel. But good try, man. Good try. But yeah, no, I was definitely doing protein shake creamer. Basically, would do a cup of coffee with protein shake. So was basically doing my own. So yeah, I guess I was already there, ahead of the curve. I keep going back and forth on like either coffee's expensive or those Core Life protein shakes are like really expensive. So probably just mix my own and then make my own coffee. Source the whole process by myself. But these would actually be kind of convenient. These would be kind of nice. These would be a good backup. And they're way cheaper than Core Powers. Core Powers are still $46, which is ridiculous. So I got to smash one of those in like a week. All right. So coffee stream, protein stream, then automation. And we're going to automate making coffee within it and somehow. That's the end game. I am from Indiana. Make my own, exactly. Coffee, shakes, protein powder, milk, cacao, grassland, country. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's going to become a fully sourced organic process. Need to buy the farm and everything. From Indiana, though, World Arena. Where are you from? That'd be a lot of work. That wouldn't be so bad. That would be the life, right? Gotcha. Where about? We're from India. Let's see. So I think next, I did some stuff on. Still got some work to do, I guess, on Upwork. So I worked on that Monday.com system, got that working. I did run into an interesting issue when I was helping the guy out that I think Excel, we were trying to print an Excel sheet into a PDF and it was not cooperating, but I think I figured out why. So like that was a whole thing. So I definitely want to do like a video on that. I think I kind of recorded that system yesterday. So I'll have a video for that up in a little bit, but there's enough to like jump into that too, because it's that whole process was kind of annoying. But I finally got it to work, which is good. And then the next one might be on Canva and trying to turn basically like a custom document out of Canva, which might not work. Probably have to switch to something like PandaDoc or something. So that'll be on the list. I'm gonna work on that here soon. And then then I got to get some more Upwork proposals out there. Keep the flow going, but trying to anting problem. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'm not exactly sure, but that's doesn't sound good. Anting would be bad. So yeah, and then what else? What else? I guess I was working on Wave a little bit yesterday too, so got to do that too. I don't know. Did it die? I gotta fix that splash screen. Still a couple things to fix on Android, so got some issues there. But the sign in might work now. Didn't work on my phone, and I wasn't logged in on here yet, so language not understand. Sorry. Talking too fast for you, maybe. Need to get a live transcribe kind of deal so you can get some subtitles going. I don't think it's on here yet, but I think it's definitely possible. I don't think my laptop couldn't do it, but my desktop might be able to handle some live stream transcribing, so you get closed captioning. Does YouTube do it? YouTube, they probably can. Okay, maybe not. Bummer. They totally could, but that probably would be a lot of overhead for them. So yeah. Okay, then content day. Already kind of covered that. We're going to go over that system later, I guess. Basically, I just want to turn all of my live streams into. Oh yeah, it's a air and water show today. So I was like, what was that? It's a jet flying over. Yeah, going to cover all the content stuff today, and then Android. I was looking at that. I guess Android is kind of messed up, where the callback is kind of not working correctly. Apparently, iOS does not use the correct, or the iOS doesn't care about the callback, so that's why this page was not an issue on iOS. But on Android, it is a bit of an issue because it'll just kind of get stuck here and doesn't actually handle the callback correctly. So that I think hopefully is fixed. I was going to test this out. I was messing around with it last night. This is the last version. I think that was actually going to be good to go. So hopefully that's good for Android. And then once I've got that login, then I need to also handle, I think, multiple devices. So I think that's the other issue I was having. So didn't get to that last night, but I will probably try to get to that today. Because if I can get this app getting push notifications on my Android, that would be great. We can get Wave in a good spot. That would be awesome. Actually, I'm going to test this real quick since we're here. So I'm going to hide my screen real quick while I log into this just to see if it works. I have to do my password, which I don't really have to reveal anything here because I just copy it, but it's just going to be safe. There we go. Ah, man, is it not going to let me paste my password? I'd rather not have to type it out. There we go. Go. Nice. Uh-oh. Might not have worked. Kind of just froze up on me. Come on, GPT. You're killing me. You're killing me. Although I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell if it's actually stuck on authentication or if it's the app itself that's having an issue. I'm gonna get kicked out of my my email address. That would suck. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's lagging out. It's being weird. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I logged back in and it's just kind of hanging. So that's a bit of an issue. I'm gonna have to get back to that. There's so many tabs. So many tabs. All right. Well, I'm not going to do a whole lot of the app stuff today. We'll get to it eventually. I mostly wanted to do when it's more fun stuff, when it's like visual stuff. So when I get back to like building actual features, then I probably will try to stream more of that. But I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know why he's lagging out. So the Android emulator is real touchy. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. It's kind of annoying. All right. I'll get back to that later. But still working on that. I think that callback was definitely an issue. And I know there's a couple other issues that were on Android, so I'm going to get those on the list as well, and we'll clean up Wave. Yeah, and then content system is kind of the main focus for today. So I was going to get back to that, I think. I've already rambled for 26 minutes, so doing good. We're doing good. Yeah, so I guess that's what I was going to kind of point out was I need community posts. So that's going to be one thing. Going to get community posts through the transcription of streams like this. So that's going to be the next thing. I think I've kind of outlined this system before, but yeah, screen record tutorial. Okay, yeah, that's true. I need to go check out that for that guy. But basically, I'm going to take the stream that you're watching now, live stream recording, and then break it into chunks. So 1 hour chunk. Get transcription. Transcript. Get timestamps. Then AI analyze transcript for posts, and then identify clips based on content. So pretty simple, actually, like pretty straightforward system. But I was going to say, I think the main thing here is that like the real problem is that everybody wants to do, I guess, AI to content. I don't know how do I want to say that. So AI to post, and then really it should be. Let's delete that. Let's do that. When really, I guess it should be you. Then AI finds content. This is rough. This is rough. Oh, look at that. I didn't realize they connect. That's cool. then post. So basically, AI should be like quoting you, and you should just always be the source, I guess is really kind of what I was trying to say. But I don't do that. Whoops, there's the other one. Don't do that. Can we change the color of this? Nice. We should be doing this instead. But that means like you don't have to show your face, but like at least you should be creating the content. AI should then find content from it and then post it, which is pretty straightforward. But I don't know, something I've been thinking about a lot. And I mean, really, like just having stuff like this, like you should have a lot of content to work with, even if it's not the video. You know, you'd have all the words and everything. And I mean, really, I kind of was thinking like you probably would want to have just basically like a prompt for quote only, so that way it's not even actually coming up with anything. You don't need to summarize. Even, I mean, you can summarize or whatever, but like most of your posts just come directly from quoting yourself. So quote only, or yeah. That way, because I know a lot of things, like a lot of people are always like, oh, like I want the AI to capture my voice and tone and all that, and like I don't know that it can do that. I mean, I think not without a ton. I mean, with this maybe where it could have like an actual, you know, if you had hours and hours and hours of text for it to reference, like it's still, I don't know that it can totally recreate your tone. But I mean, I guess with enough, it probably could, because it could finally, you know, start to recognize the pattern. But yeah, that's why it's like, I mean, just have it quote directly, and then you don't have to worry about it. Or at least like, and even then, it's probably not going to quote exactly, but it'll get close. But then it's just, you know, I don't know. Don't just produce AI slop. Like, I mean, it works. Like, I guess, like it gets traffic, but you know, it's not going to get the best results, I guess, if you're going for like good results, quality leads, and that kind of thing. You want people to actually do stuff, then you're probably gonna have to do more than just generate, you know, generate this garbage. Like people, I mean, people will interact with it, people will engage with it. Like it's something for sure, but it's just like the quality of it, you know, it's just low bar entertainment, I guess is what it is. So, and again, it depends on what your goal is and what you're trying to do. Yeah, if you're trying to grow, man, yeah, 1 million followers in 13 months, 250 million views, like it'll work for sure. But you know, what do you actually do with it? So I don't know. What do I know? Yeah, exactly. How often do you have to do a hard reset on AI chat and re-explain the problem and have it start over? Yeah, I mean, I was having that a lot with Gemini. I mean, and like Gemini is supposed to have 1 million token contacts, but I feel like after when I was looking online, a lot of people were saying like after 50,000, it would start to lose its context a little bit, and then I'd have to start a new chat. So I would push it usually to like 250,000 tokens, and then maybe 400 at the most, and then I would usually start a new chat, just because it seemed like it'd start to get kind of lost in its own thing. I will say, I think, are you? I guess you're using it in Cursor though, right? So I was going to say Cursor. I think I think they might have taken it away. Cursor also used to have a little thing that would pop up in the bottom corner that'd be like, hey, you should probably start a new chat. So like they were keeping track of it too. I haven't seen it, but I would like show up down here in the corner and be like, hey, like you want to probably start a new chat because this one's getting pretty long. So that was kind of even built in with them. But I don't know. I mean, if you're using GPT-5, I think since it's a little bit better at following instructions, it might not need that as much. But I don't know. I still had it kind of cycling through sometimes on some of the stuff. Like one of my conversations, it was kind of cycling back to like weird ideas, and I was like, no, we don't need to worry about that anymore. So then just start a new conversation. So yeah, I don't know. That's still kind of a tricky problem. Yeah, exactly. I create a chat and it goes off the rails. So delete and restart the chat, then have it figured out, and it's still yeah, it is like it's still kind of inconsistent. So yeah, especially okay. Yeah, even with cursor. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I think it sounded like the sweet spot maybe about 50,000 tokens, but cursor doesn't really keep track of that. So I don't know. You can basically kind of tell usually, like after it's been a little while, like, all right, time to start a new chat. A lot of times, like I kind of do think about it almost like feature based, where it's like where I'm done working on that feature, and it's like, okay, new chat, set the new context. Claude 4, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't actually used Claude too much lately, but a lot of people swear by it, I guess. And Opus, I guess, but Opus is expensive, so you have to pay a ton of money to use Opus. But yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say I feel like the feature based is probably the way to go. Oh man, and get some free views. Let's do it. Where's the? I can't mod my own channel. Boom. Ow. Can I refresh this? I forget now. This is gonna. I don't think I can refresh this page. I don't know if it'll mess up what happens here. Style, media recording, private chat, people. Yeah, I think because it's in Twitch, it just pulls in the chat, but it doesn't actually. Can I pull it out of? Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say it wouldn't be an OBS. It's only in Twitch. Wish I could like refresh. Can we force this component to refresh? We're web people here. We can figure this out. Spect. Where's these list items? Yeah, there we go. Bam, gone. Didn't even happen. How about that? Oh, I came back. Okay. So if there's a way to like refresh the component, that'd be great. Whatever, rehydrate, I suppose. Because my every instinct is like I want to reset. I want to refresh this page. But hey there, Danilo. Good morning. How's it going? What is up today? Thanks for stopping in again. You've been becoming a regular thing. This is awesome. What are you working on today? Yes, the stream started with AeroPress. So Molson has maybe convinced me for $31. Awesome, yeah, I'm glad to have you here. For $31, I can invest in an AeroPress on Amazon, and I could be making my own fresh coffee and not paying $5 to Blue Bottle for an Americano. I could just make my own. Although I may, that's what we were also talking about. I may buy Blue Bottle coffee since it's right there, but trying to prove. Hey, there you go. You and your Claude Code skills. Nice. What are you doing with Claude Code? What else are you working on? I know you're working on your Super Whisper project, right? But yeah, coffee. Gonna make some coffee. May still do some Blue Bottle coffee. Just may use their beans, or I don't. I was trying to figure out if they had pre-ground, but I was not having much luck seeing if they had pre-ground. So I'm gonna go down there and see if they have it. But how about you, Mr. Conductor? What are you up to? You still deep in the Capes? Deep in the Capes? Did you make your own coffee this morning? Nice. Still working on that. That's awesome, man. Is that something you're working on? Like, just are you taking a break or on your off time? Because I think you said it's not like your full time gig. And I'm just kind of in the meantime rambling. I mean, I actually kind of doing more whisper stuff. So that's kind of what I was going to actually focus on today. So I need to do some Wave app stuff, and then I need to do some content stuff because I'm getting a nice backlog now. I mean, this is I think I did 4 streams last week. So you're on vacation, good old Michigan. Nice, man. That's awesome. Well, there you go. What are you doing up there? Just hanging out? Said, was this last year? Didn't you end up running some race up there? Yeah, nice, man. Nice. That sounds good. Didn't you end up running like some race in Michigan or something? Yeah, nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Cool. That's good, man. Awesome. Well, even better. Thank you for stopping by the stream on a vacation day. That means in your own recreational time, not just avoiding work. Not that you would be avoiding work. It sounds like it's going well, so that's good. Um, but right on, man. Well, that's good. Are you off to hiking more soon? uh, yeah, I'm trying to think. So you're Michigan, so you're in Eastern time, right? So it's 11:30. So getting close to lunchtime at this point, which actually sounds pretty good. Oh man, um, so many tabs. What are we working on today? Did a dune hike this morning already, so it's a downtime. Right on. That's awesome. It's good to get a hike in the morning. I need to do that as well. That's kind of been partly why I've been going to get coffee in the morning, because it's like, at least I can go for like a quick walk and go get coffee and get out of the apartment just to get the day started. But yeah, I guess I was just kind of going over it. So um, I'm gonna work on it later today because it's kind of boring. But I finally got Wave working again for Android, so that's gonna be part of what I'll be working on. It runs. I was trying to get push notifications working for it, and they don't seem to be on my phone. They didn't work yet, but I think that's because I have my account registered to multiple devices. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to manage that. But also Google sign in isn't working. It's kind of hanging. So I got to figure out what's going on with that, because that definitely used to work. So uh, that's going to be later though. Like I said, I'd rather do like, I don't know, more visual fun stuff on the app, and debugging Google login. I'm gonna not probably do that on here. So gonna avoid that. What else was I doing? I don't have too much to do on automation stuff right now, besides like I was talking about content stuff, but that's probably going to mostly take place on my other computer. So I should probably stream from my other computer instead of this one. So that's going to be later today as well. Also, we're just kind of catching up on things, going live, seeing who shows up. What else did I do? I went over this Monday.com system, which was pretty legit, where it will pull in items and create an invoice. So it actually generates a invoice document out of this Google Sheets template, which is kind of cool. So it's actually pretty straightforward, because it will just call the Google Sheets API, and you can do an export. And let's see if I can show it. Yeah. And it'll turn that spreadsheet into like a printable document, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was something I was working on last night, and then it just reattaches that document back into Monday.com. So like I went through and looked at each one of these items, and then generated invoices for each one of them, which is pretty cool. I think I was talking about it yesterday, where I've had a bit of a mental block on like CRM, where so people on Upwork were wanting help with like CRMs, and just like, man, I don't know that I really want to work on CRMs anymore. But I went ahead and did this one, because he was just like, yeah, I've got a system working, and yeah, thank you. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah, actually, so I recorded a video for that yesterday, so I'll probably get that up today on YouTube as well. So I'll have a better walkthrough than that then. But yeah, but it was pretty cool to like walk through that, and it's interesting to see some of the different CRMs that are out there. So like that one's Monday.com. Monday.com data is actually like really weird. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, it's pretty simple, but it kind of treats everything as like columns, which is really weird. So you get the board ID, and then you have column values, and then all of your values of the item are actually just in the column. So it's an interesting data structure, but easy enough to follow. Like, it's just kind of awkward to have to scroll down all the values in the item. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's what that guy wanted, and so I was like, cool, I can do that. The invoice thing is actually really cool, because like I've done a little bit with PandaDoc. So like you can PandaDoc or DocuSign are really going to be like your PDF, really customized PDF template systems. And then, I mean, they're going to offer more than just being able to create a custom PDF template, because you can like integrate payments and signatures and that kind of thing. So like, obviously they're built more towards like actually dealing with the document itself. But I mean, it's pretty cool to be able to like, oh, you can just like create a document out of Google Sheets. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, for CRM, yeah, personal use for CRM. There's so many options. It's tough. I mean, right now I've seen, there's like ClickUp, there's Go High Level, there's Monday.com, there's HubSpot. So like you've got a bunch of options. Um, I don't know. I honestly, I can't really recommend one off the top just because there's like, it just depends on what you want to do. I mean, and then Monday.com really is kind of looking more like it's almost more like a Kanban thing. So it's, closer to almost like a Trello because it's got more of like a board situation. So I don't know. It's going to probably just come down to personal preference and what you actually need. So there's so many windows open. Forgot to close them all. Self-hosted. I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with the self-hosted one either. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably like a good self-hosted CRM. Or at this point, I keep thinking like just use AI to create like your own one, or a spreadsheet is usually also the lowest level of like just create your own CRM in a spreadsheet. I've seen people do Notion. You can do a CRM in Notion too. So open source CRM. Soho, no way, no free edition. Okay, I was like, there's no way. What do we got? Just wonder if I've actually heard of any. Odoo, I feel like I recognize that. I feel like I've seen that term before. Sweet CRM, yeah, okay, maybe that's why. It's probably really obnoxious. Probably can do like way more than you want it to, but what do we got? Kind of looking for a link to the repo features. But I don't know. If you're trying to go like full self-hosted, you could probably get yourself in some trouble and try to come up with that. GitHub, let's do that. What do we got? Python. Suite of web-based open source business apps. Oh man, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like if they're going like the full Salesforce route, they're gonna have like everything. You can website builder, e-commerce, warehouse management, project management, billing and accounting, point of sale, human resources, marketing, manufacturing. So yeah, depending on what you need, you can do all kinds of stuff. Odoo, yep. Frappe CRM and some others. Client use Frappe. Okay. What do we got with Frappe? And Google gotta cool it with the sponsored links. Fully featured open source CRM. This one probably hopefully a little more like manageable, limited use on Frappe Cloud. Well, that's kind of cool. 360 customer view. Hey, can they say that? I don't think you can say that. Salesforce is the 360 customer view. Visual sales pipeline, forecast sales with confidence, built-in integrations. Got Twilio. Okay, that's good. WhatsApp, email, communication apps, dashboards and reporting. Open source, extensible. Nice. Workflow automation. There you go. You don't even need an end. You can just do that. View reports and progressive web app. Ah, nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, nice. There you go. Open source. $5 a month on site. Dashboard analytics. Frappe Insights. Is that like a separate thing? Cool. This is good to know. I was actually kind of like getting there too. Where I was like, yeah, I wonder if I should just commit to one of these other CRMs, but open source would be great. 1.7K stars, not bad. Primarily JavaScript. Cool. Yeah. If you end up messing around with it, let me know. I mean, we're right back to a situation here where you can just plug that in. You did. Yeah, exactly. I was like, you can't say 360 view. That's taken. You can't do that. But I was gonna say we're in a place now where, I mean, as I was just discussing with Molson, at least you can pull in that project in Cursor, and so you can have it just help you run it. So it can help a lot there. So for $20 a month to Cursor, you can have your CRM operating locally. I keep running into the situation though too with all this like local hosted stuff that I'm on a laptop now, so on this MacBook, and that's kind of my work system. And then I've got a gaming computer, which you can kind of see back there. But I didn't want to really use the gaming computer for stuff other than like gaming and personal. So I was like debating. I wanted to invest in a Mac Mini so I could have a dedicated system that could just be running a lot of this like self-hosted stuff, and then I don't have to like mess with it. Like it's always running. It'll run. They could run an open source, CRM like that, which would be cool. Mostly, I just wanted to have it running open source or running a local hosted init and just let it like just be chilling in the background, running stuff that I needed to run. That's what you've been thinking about too, trying to personalize as much as I can in Cursor. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could just download that repo and get it going. Yeah, like I just figured, it'd be cool. It'd be super useful, especially because like Windows is just kind of a pain with having to run scripts through PowerShell. It's like I'd rather just have a terminal. The only other thing I thought about, I was gonna try to like, I don't know. I debated doing like a side load of some sort of Linux onto my Mac or onto my Windows machine, but it's like I don't want to mess with that either. So, but I could set up some sort of cheap system like that too. So like I've got an old computer that's actually here that I could use for that instead. But the main thing is like I wanted to have a exactly. That's probably what I should do is have like an old gaming computer that could just be a personal server instead. But like I don't know, Mac Mini would be kind of nice though. And Proxmox. What's that? No, I don't recognize that one. But I mean, Mac Minis aren't bad. Like for $1,000, you can get the base with like 24 gigs of RAM, which is pretty substantial. But I think I kind of wanted to, if it's like, if I'm going to do it, I kind of want to run local AI models on it too. So like if that's the case, then probably going to need more RAM than 24. So then that bumps up the price. I think for like 1,800, you can get a Mac. Exactly. Download more RAM. It's so easy. Virtual Machine Manager. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Interesting. Like VMware, only open source. Proxmox. Oh, interesting. Very cool. Okay. What kind of are you running multiple virtual machines? Yeah. Okay. So you can have Ubuntu and OS. Yeah. Or Ubuntu and Windows. Yeah. Very cool. So that's what you run on your gaming system. You said your old gaming computer is now your Proxmox private server. That's really cool. I might have to check that out. Virtual environments. QEMU and KVM, LXC. Interesting. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I was kind of going into the whole, oh man, website's a little slow. There we go. Proxmox backup, mail gateway. Oh man, yeah, nice. I was kind of going into the whole OpenBSD stuff. I think I forget there were some images I was going to look at for that I was going to potentially try to run on my Windows machine, so I could like side load and run that or whatever. But it's kind of back to like the dedicated situation. I don't have to like be flipping back and forth between them. Yeah, it looks really cool. Nice. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just have some VMs running in it. And yeah, that'd be super useful. Nice. I have to check that out as well. So I don't know. Yeah, that's why I was kind of between like, I figured like I'll see how things go on Upwork, and if I can fund a business system upgrade, then I may invest in a Mac Mini. But for now, I think I will just use my gaming computer as like my dedicated processor, because like it can run. It's got a lot of RAM in it too, so like it could run a local model, and then I found a couple good ones. Yeah, actually, I've been talking with a guy right now, which has been good. And there's quite a bit on there. Yeah, again, that's one of my other things. It's like, man, some of these guys need some help as far as posting on there. I think I was talking to Bolson about it, but I'm going to do like a course or something on like a live series on like, okay, this is how you actually get people to respond to your work request, because you're asking for these like ridiculous systems, and then you want to pay, $250. It's like, I don't think you realize like how big this thing is. Like, yeah, sure, some people are really good at automation and stuff, and like, yeah, you can use AI, but it's like when you get into connecting all these things and like, I don't know, learning the intricacies of like how each one of these systems work, like this is it's a lot of effort, and I don't think $250 is going to cover your entire platform that you want to build for custom for free or for whatever for as cheap as possible. Yeah, I mean, it is funny. Like Upwork kind of has like that reputation, but there's definitely some gems on there. There's definitely some people that are actually paying at a good price, and some decent projects and stuff. And some of them aren't like crazy projects. Some of them are pretty small scale. So some of them are. It's like, yeah, for $250, like I'll build a quick system like that. There you go. Yeah, if you don't like to sleep, then yeah, exactly. You can just get on Upwork and just keep working on projects. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. Where I mean, the content is obviously like one of the goals. Do some inbound. I have not. I've backed off on the stock things lately. Are you still running some systems? Have you been having any success? I mostly kind of just want to do. I keep coming back to like I really should just be in like basic swing trades, because like that's really all uh, I pay attention to. Where it's like it's general enough where it's like I can tell like, okay, that's pretty low, like that's pretty high, so I can just do like sell now because like we're getting too high, and then wait till it goes back down. Like, okay, good time to buy because it's reduced again. Yeah, I wondered. Yeah, when you switch jobs, spend 20 hours a day in front of the computer. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm pretty close. I'm at least like I understand. I'm like at least 16-ish hours. It's pretty much I get up and I'm on the computer, and I'm on the computer basically all day until about midnight or so, if not later. So yeah, I get that for sure. And yeah, okay, and then yeah, not really switch. Once you switch jobs, you have to take a while to learn. Yeah, exactly. You had to jump into all the new stuff. So nice. Yeah, yeah. Gonna take it, check it out again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the other thing too. It's like the swing trading is not easy. Uh, yeah, I kind of deprioritize the trading stuff. It's just like, man, it would be nice. I always keep feeling like, oh man, like that would be great. But too much of a risk for me. I need don't have enough money that I can just gamble like that. So yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I could spend a lot of time on it and not make a lot of money on it, or you could. So that's the challenge. Exactly. Right. Exactly. You can just be day trading all day. Don't need to learn anything. Oh wait, I guess yeah. Never mind. It's like, are you guys in the same meeting? But no, you're one of you is on vacation. So did you? Yeah, I used to. Oh, really? I used to swing trade with crypto. That's probably more the one that I would probably do. I'd probably be trying to swing trade some crypto. But what were you doing with crypto in 2016? So man, 2016. So that was like right before the first like really big run up, right? So I guess it was right after. Yeah, because I was trying to think. That was well, I don't know. No, yeah, that's right about then when like Ethereum hit, I think like $1,000 for the first time, and Bitcoin like really shot up. Then that's when Bitcoin was hitting like 20K. It was like a big deal. Obviously, I guess you didn't become a Bitcoin millionaire if you're still thinking about working on Upwork, unless you're just doing it for fun. So, which in that case, good for you, man. Nice, yeah. Day trading Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah, that's kind of what Conductor and I were talking about for a while. That I was debating doing that, trying to set up a system that could do it automatically. Which I mean, I do think it's totally possible, and I've gone through a couple courses on it, so I've thought about it. Um, kind of got the grasp of it. I mean, really, it is just kind of like uh, just having to play by the rules, like have a system for it. Did you? Yeah. I mean, I bet, especially back then. Like, I bet if you knew what you were doing, I bet you did okay. Um, I mean, I guess I did okay too, because like I had some Ethereum that I'd had for a long time that like shot up to a ton, so that was cool. Uh, Bitcoin, I didn't have as much in Bitcoin, but I mean, I bought some chunks around then, and just I'm good at sitting on it, so that's partly why it's like I'm good at just buying and holding. So I made a little bit of money off of that, but Again, nothing crazy though. So, and I've sold a lot of it now, so it's almost all gone at this point. But it is tempting, especially with I don't know, haven't gone the whole AI trade route, but I feel like AI could be useful at least to help like build the system. But not totally vibe coding it, and it would also be good at just kind of like keeping track of things in real time, which would be good. But yeah, I don't know. It's also another time commitment, another gamble. Oh, we bought in 2011. Oh man, held for 5 years. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, then I bet you did. I bet you did make some money then. That's crazy. Yeah, that's early. So I was trying to think Bitcoin. Yeah, back in 2011. I was trying to remember. I remember learning about Bitcoin. I don't know, when I was like in high school, maybe before high school. So that had to have been like 2006 or something. I mean, this is back when it was tough. Like you had to go to different websites and become part of a pooler and stuff. So it's a lot of work. Not quite where it's at now, but man, yeah, that's early. Bitcoin, yeah, 2011 is early. That's crazy. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's on the list. I don't know. That'd be a fun one to do later, but not anytime soon. So not quite there yet. Man, at this point, I just think I probably should change my category from I don't know. This is software. This is really just kind of just chatting. Did I make these tags? Oh, look who it is. Hi, chat. Naj. Not really doing much development at this point. Talking crypto. We're talking crypto. How about you, Naj? You guys hanging out in Discord? I still haven't figured out like the Discord thing with the live streaming thing. I guess I don't know. It's like too much to manage. I don't like having like the headset on doing the live chat and trying to keep track of the voices. Doesn't want to talk to you. Sad. Sorry, Molson. I'm here. I'll chat with you at a delayed response through stream chat. Although we're hitting the hour mark, so I might actually be wrapping up here in a little bit to go do some other stuff. Nice. This is good. You guys are getting my chat engagement up. Make my numbers look good. Also, this is kind of crazy. It's kind of cool. We got YouTube chatting with Twitch, so that's pretty cool. StreamYard is doing okay for now. This is actually okay, so it'll work. Combo chat, exactly. And I've had one of my friends actually came in and chatted through X, which is cool. It's like he was the first one I think I'd ever seen. I was like, oh my god, someone can like comment on X. So I mean, I'm live streaming, so why not? But that'll be we'll have peaked if we can get a chat on all three platforms at the same time. Pretty cool. Hello. I think now if you wanted to trade, just develop instead of trade. Yeah, trade sites tend to not have friendly docs, so you could always just create a generic interface for trading sites, and people might buy that. Yeah, that's a good point too. They like build the tools and just sell the shuffles instead. So yeah, that's a really good point. Well, especially because like after all that, what was that one? That trading platform you were looking at that they like pay you or they like take care of all your trades or whatever. It's like Top Shot or something like that. So something like that. Hey, there we go. Nice. Thanks, man. Switch platforms. There we go. We did it. We got all three platforms. We're good to go now. This is cool. I think Top Step. That's it. Top Step. Yeah. I don't know. It was always Top Shot. Was Top Shot? Top Shot, I think, was the NFT thing, wasn't it? But nice, man. Thanks for switching platforms. It's a lot of effort. But that's cool. We did it. We got all three platforms happening at the same time. A true multi-stream. Cool stuff. Well, I think you can add more, right? I think I only have. Yeah, we got to keep going now. Oh, cool. They do actually have RTMP built in. So that's my main thing, is that I'm worried about when Skool launches its live stream, which they're supposed to be doing. It's on the roadmap here soon. want to live stream to Skool as well. So I would be surprised, but they might actually be fast. LinkedIn, let's go. Can you live stream to LinkedIn? How does that work? LinkedIn profile. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hang on. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna change. Not stream ending. See if it'll let me log in. Kind of just YOLOing. Oh, okay. I have to pay. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So bummer. They won't let me do that. But that's crazy though. I got a live stream to LinkedIn. That's next level. They want me to upgrade. I think I already spent like, I don't know, spent way too much. I accidentally subscribed for a full year to StreamYard. So that's also kind of why it's like, well, I'm kind of committed to it now, so we're gonna stick with it. But they want me to pay more than I've already paid. I paid a lot. I paid a lot for this account. So yeah, no, I've definitely seen some pretty yeah. I didn't know that would stream from LinkedIn. I don't know either. I don't know what that actually looks like. So I don't know they had like an option. I'm gonna be a little bit protective here with my LinkedIn. I'm gonna go see what's going on here. LinkedIn. What's it look like? Let's see what happened after I just just did this video. Is there like a live streaming option? You can upload a video. Yeah, I mean that'd be the way to farm. Get on live stream on LinkedIn. All the business pros. All right. Okay, we're back. LinkedIn live streaming. LinkedIn Live allows. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, you probably have to be eligible for that kind of thing. Create host live LinkedIn Live access. Members can join live as viewers. Eligible members of pages can create a broadcast. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I probably don't qualify. Audience base criteria to create and host LinkedIn Lives need 150 followers or connections evaluated, a history of abiding by our professional community policies, and and of course geographic restriction, and your account or page must have been created at least 30 days ago. I mean, maybe I can. So I think I have. I mean, I have 150 connections, so I think I have like whatever 400. So this is something to look into. Can stream live on LinkedIn as well. Maybe I need to update my StreamYard account, or finally just abandon it and go to just use OBS to do our TMP. Act like a real developer and figure out how to use the actual protocol. Then I can control it a little better. Because the other thing I was going to do is streamer.bot still a thing? Streamerbot. Then I could run something like this and kind of manage all of that, which would be kind of nice. Speaking of open source, I believe this is also open source. Do they have LinkedIn? They have like all these platforms I've never even heard of. So they probably have LinkedIn. Okay, so you can stream to Stream Deck. Wait, is that it? Streaming platforms? Maybe not. Okay, just Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Trovo. People still use Trovo? Let me do OBS. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe I can help these guys like integrate with LinkedIn Live. Crazy. So much untapped potential. Oh man, really? Okay, so X is like a little bit delayed. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. Oh, it is really late. Yeah, that's way behind. Okay, that's funny. Well, thank you for checking it out. uh, yeah, I was trying to think. My buddy was on X the other day when he was messaging me to see what was going on. So it didn't seem like it was too laggy, but that's cool. It's pretty crazy. Man, I don't know. Now I like I was I've LinkedIn has been high on the list. LinkedIn is something I've been wanting to do for a little while. So I posted on LinkedIn once, and I think and that post has gotten like I don't know, it's gotten like 6,000 impressions. I mean, it's taken a little while, but like it got a good amount of activity. So it's like, man, I should probably do that before people forget about me, forget who I am. So get back on there and get active. But also, I don't want to be doing what Mr. John's talking about here with the farming new ground. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty cool for like for one post because I had my LinkedIn account was like totally I had never posted on there before, so for it to get a bunch of impressions was pretty cool because like it got a bunch of initials and then like every week it's like oh yeah it was still pulling in like 100 impressions, which is kind of awesome. Um, yeah, I also don't want to turn into like all these like I mean it from what the few videos I've seen on LinkedIn like they've been okay. I mean they mostly feel like they're basically TikToks, but they're just like a little bit like they're at least trying a little bit to not be completely TikTok-y, but they definitely feel very salesy. So probably a big opportunity there. Basically, I think there's just like a huge opportunity with live streaming in general and just being able to. It's like the next level as far as yeah, you have this like constant pipeline of content, and then just need to be able to pull the gems out of it, and it makes things way easier. I think I proved that I'm a real human and not just AI, but that's going to be changing pretty soon here too. Because I mean, things like HeyGen and I forget what other there's a couple other ones that are looking pretty good. That getting harder and harder to tell that they are not humans. Yeah, like that's actually not bad at all. It's not bad. Not bad. The ones that move are crazy, where they have people like walking on a treadmill and stuff like that. Kind of insane. So anyway, our time is short. Time is short for authentic live streaming humans. It's going to be replaced by AI. Speaking of, probably might go use some AI to create some content. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of channels. I mean, the one that makes a lot of sense is what Mr. John here was talking about was that you can just. I mean, they even talk about on their website that it's really good for like UGC. So you can have a fake person that's on there promoting a product, and it looks like they look like a real person. Looks like they're actually talking about a product, and then you just link to that in your TikTok shop or whatever, and it's pretty easy. I mean, I thought it was safe to assume that Naj is backward for John, so I made that leap, but I apologize if I have made a mistake. I did not mean to dox your so well hidden name. So okay, not safe to. Fair enough. It's not. Yeah, it is not safe to assume. Never seen anyone put that together. I mean, probably not. I think it took me a minute. So there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We can continue to leak now. We're good now. So the floodgates are open at this point. So sorry, buddy. No going back. Now the we won't talk about the second part of your name. So we won't fully do it. That's funny. Sorry about that. I stream's over. That's it. We're done. Pack it up. We've officially doxed. It's not the first time. I think I've doxed a few people on here. So, man, that's funny. Um, they're just lucky that we didn't do it on LinkedIn. Very Oh yeah, that's right. We do need to stream the next hackathon. That's true. That's a callback. Yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah, we definitely do. It's been a while. I know that I don't know if you guys have done. I know you guys have talked about some weekend hackathons, and I think I've missed them. So yeah, we need to get a real one going. Get something actually happening. Just trying to think when that was. That was a while ago. I have plenty to hack on, so plenty to stream. Getting up there. An hour and 15. This one's getting good. This is, I mean, this is also the tough part about streaming is that I don't know. Again, like a rumor was, I don't know if it is still, but you usually have to hit a certain mark, especially on Twitch. I think you have to be live for like 2 hours before Twitch is like, hey, like this person's actually kind of serious about streaming, and then it'll start to kind of recommend. But at the same time, like I don't think it really matters. Like the Twitch recommendation algorithm is kind of horrible. I mean, it's supposed to be getting better, but supposedly that's how it works. YouTube, I think in general, they're like, cool, you can stream. We don't really care. We'd rather rather have people watch videos because we can serve ads better through video. So I don't know. YouTube's not bad though. I mean, a couple people have found it. So like Danilo found the live stream on YouTube. So that's cool. That's more of just like if you happen to be on YouTube and you happen to see that like, oh, that guy's live. But otherwise, and then X, I think X actually isn't bad because I think my friend said when he hopped on the X app just on his phone, I showed up at the top. So he's like, oh, cool. I mean, I guess when I was like on my home screen, it does kind of tell you like who else is live. So like, yeah, it's like that guy. I've been seeing this guy live quite a bit. So that's cool. And then nice, Greg. Greg's doing his space. So the X isn't terrible about that. They at least kind of get you a little bit of promotion if you hop on there. But yeah, just need to get LinkedIn going. I don't think I've ever even seen what a live stream would look like on LinkedIn. Well, yeah, that's true. It helps that like you at least had seen some of my videos and were subscribed. But I mean, even I guess that's what I mean is like even when you're subscribed to that channel, like I mean, unless you happen to be on when they're live, so it kind of just got lucky that like I was streaming when you happened to check YouTube probably. But anyway, glad you found it. So glad you made it. So I don't know. Now that I've been like more in the live streaming thing, trying to make it more of a normal thing. Yeah, clearly accomplishing a lot here though. We're mostly just hanging out at this point, talking tech. So, which is probably more what live stream should be about anyway. I feel like it'd be kind of tough to live stream a lot of work, but I don't know, especially from when was paying attention to Primogen for a little bit, and he would always talk about how he gets way more viewership when he's just like reading articles and chatting, and then as soon as he goes into coding, then his viewership drops in half. So it's like depends, I guess, on what the goal is. If the goal is like connecting with people, then the chatting like this is probably where it should be. But if the goal is to produce products and stuff, get a more dedicated streamer crowd, then that's what you should be committing to, accepting the low numbers and sticking with that instead. So pretty funny. But I don't know, this has been good. Appreciate you guys coming by and chatting, hanging out on the live stream. True, people do just love drama and expressing their views on stuff, not learning or watching actual content. Yeah, exactly. No, that's a good point. That is a very good point. Very true. It's that natural human nature kind of thing. Brain damage. Started following on Twitch. Hey, thank you for the follow. Nice. Haven't learned in years. Good for you, conductor. There's nothing left to learn. I mean, what's the point? You don't need to learn anything. That's why you're on vacation, right? That's me. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. I am not reaching out to the Gen Z audience, I think. Do you have an example? Can you help me out with a Gen Z-ified title? But I don't know. I mean, hey, Danilo, you're working on Super Whisper right now. You're learning. It does get harder to learn. I mean, if Andrew Huberman is to be believed, I forget what it said. I think after 27 or something. Basically, after a certain point, it actually does get harder for the brain to learn. And you have to like get through that period of like 7 minutes or something of being stuck on a problem before the brain decides, hey, we actually need to learn something now, and then it will switch to like being able to actually learn. So Ara Farm content with free range cruelty free to buy chocolate. Excellent. That's how we hit 1 million. All right, I'm gonna update that right now. Ara Farm. It's free range. Free. I thought free range is old. I don't want to. We got to be careful about this. Free to buy chocolate, I believe. To buy chocolate is like everywhere. Still, I don't know. That was also like a year ago, so that might be too late now too. Riz is still cool, right? Riz Farm. Trying to think what else I've seen lately. So, could use some help here. I'm sure. Well, I mean, GPT. I mean, I don't know. Most of the AIs are pretty close. Grok actually would probably be pretty good. Grok actually pulls from like X, so like it's actually pretty up to date. So maybe Grok would be a good Gen Z title generator. So it's good input. Some good input. Need to be able to speak to the youths, especially if haven't gotten to live streaming on TikTok either. But just hit all the platforms. We'll just do it all. Why not? Go to Kick, go to Twitch, or we're already on Twitch. Go to Kick and TikTok, Instagram Live. You can do that as well. People are all about Instagram apparently. Apparently Instagram DMs are still where it's at. Yeah. TikTok I think is actually not too bad. I think you just have to get a few thousand or whatever. So, how much does using ChatGPT on N8N cost? It's a good question. It's going to depend, I guess, on what you're doing. So you can definitely hook up the N8N OpenAI node, so like the agent node, but it's just going to depend on how much you have it process stuff. So if you're just using now I guess it's GPT. If you just do like GPT-5 Mini, GPT-5 Mini is actually really pretty cheap. So you can run that a lot. So hey, nice talking to you too, Danilo. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Yep, time to get back to work. So good luck, man. Good luck with your work. And yeah, thanks again for chatting. Appreciate it. But yeah, I guess what were you trying to do with GPT on N8N, Vlad? So like you can get away with a lot for pretty cheap. See you later, man. Let me see. Let's bring up the pricing here. So AI pricing. Yeah, so here you go. If you just did like GPT-5 Mini, I mean, it's 25 cents for 1 million tokens in and $2 for 1 million tokens out. And I mean, 1 million tokens out is like 8 full books. So it's a lot of text. I mean, like it's a lot of text. So depending on how hard you're hitting GPT on N8N, you can probably get away with less than $20 a month, I guess, depending on what you're doing. Of course, converted to whatever currency would be. Just started following N8N, followed your tutorial for running Whisper locally. Went pretty good. Awesome. Yeah, good. Well, if you're running Whisper locally, then obviously you don't have to pay for that. But yeah, no, I think if you just want, I mean, I do that quite a bit. Most of the stuff that even just like in the videos and stuff I've been doing, where I've got I do actually connect N8N to the GPT API. I mean, I never spend more than like a couple dollars. I mean, I think I ran a system one time when I was testing out a cold outreach system, and I did all like I had it run through, I forget, I think like 1,000 rows to like personalize an email introduction for each row. And I think even running that system costs like $4 maybe. I don't know. And that was for doing like 1,000 rows of generated content. So it'll take a little while. So you're pretty safe. And what's kind of nice too is that they've got a pricing system so that you can just set a budget that you only want to spend like $10, and then if you happen to hit that cap, then you're done. So you can definitely set that up in OpenAI platform.openai.com. Yeah, and that way even if you do things get a little bit out of control, you can just cut off the spending and then just be done for the month. So. Yeah. So it's not bad. Like they've made it really, really cheap. And if you have a good enough computer, you could just run OpenAI locally. So I need to do a video on that too. because they have the open OSS, GPT OSS. So if you have 14, I think it's like 14 gigs of RAM, enough to run like your computer and run this model, you can actually run this locally for free, and then you don't have to pay for GPT at all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you don't have a you probably need like a really good graphics card to be able to run it and it not be super slow. So yeah, it's usually a little bit easier to just run through the API. So I probably should. I probably should vibe code a an overlay so that yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I like the infinite void here. It's kind of fun. But no, yeah, for sure. I wonder if they. I mean, I honestly, again, I haven't like. I'm not like a StreamYard uh, pro level user yet, but there may be a way to pull out the chat so that it is a little bit better. Toss a penny. Yes, thank you. Did you give me a bit? Is that it? Is that what happened? Bummer, bummer. That's also part of it too. Is that I mean, I think since I'm running. Oh, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, so I'm just being lazy. So I actually am streaming through OBS. So like this is my camera, so I could just create a scene that just captures this window in particular, and then it doesn't have to capture the rest. So fair enough. Yeah, yeah. All right, good feedback. Once I hop off here, I'll get something going so we can do that instead. So um, okay, I mean, I'm sorry, Vlad. You said so you tried that yesterday, and yeah, if your GPU isn't supported, that could be too. Yeah, depending on your GPU, or if you're running like on Apple here, Apple Silicon is a little bit different as well. So yeah, if you don't have a good dedicated GPU, then yeah, it might be an issue. But and unfortunately, like the local models like are good, but okay, supports Radeon 6800 and above, but not 6700. Oh, really? Oh man, just missed the cutoff. That's the worst. So I guess just using only CPU, which is kind of slow. Yeah. If it's going off a CPU, like it's noticeably slower, unfortunately. So man, that's a bummer though. You're one series below it. So yeah, that sucks. So yeah, no, I think for now, like you could definitely get away with just GPT Mini. Um, yeah, I mean, I think unfortunately, like that's probably the cheapest, one of the cheapest, like best values you're going to get. It used to be Gemini Flash 2.5. It was super cheap too, but is also really cheap, but it's right on par with GPT now. So 30 cents and then a dollar, and they're 25 cents and $2. So it's always that balance of like it's a little bit more, so it's a little cheaper, cheaper in, a little more expensive out. So that's also an option if you want to call the Gemini Flash API instead. That also might be a good one to do instead of GPT. But at that point, it's pretty much the same. Trying to think what other ones are good right now. I mean, Grok. I don't know. Grok is like really expensive, so that's why I probably wouldn't recommend it. And trying to think of the other ones. Claude, Anthropic in general, their APIs seem to be much more expensive. So yeah, GPT Mini might be your answer. And it is an init-in now, so you can do that for free, or not for free, but easily. Sign in. Signing in. Yeah, if you just do trigger and then just do an OpenAI module, you can message a model and should be able to pick 5 mini. There you go, GPT-5 mini. Hey, not much. I'm here ready to help. Awesome. All right. And all right. Oh, you can stare at my face instead of the void, John. Does that make you Naj rather? Sorry, Naj. If that makes you happy. And running that request cost me, what did it cost? It was 9 tokens in and 107 tokens out. So it probably won't even tell me how much that costs yet. It's $0 right now. I think it takes a minute for that to update, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. You can't take your penny back. All donations are final. Tosses in a loony. Having put in money prior, like every month. I think you can set spending. I forget how that works actually. It's a good question. I think you just set a spending budget, and then yeah, no, I think that's right. I think they do pre-charge you now, where you have to preload a certain amount, and I think you can set that amount. So that way you have like $10 on your account, and then it'll work with that budget. So it's a good point. Yeah, let's try not to show. I have it on a different account, so I didn't want to. Oops, didn't want to go into it too much. Let me double check here. So yeah, I have a budget of like $100, but I think what's the pre-charge on that? Billing credit balance. Yeah, I think you do have to have a credit balance. So yeah, right now mine's just set for $20. It says once I reach $5 in credits, it will $5 left in credit. Then I'll just add more credit. But I think you can go as low as $10. I think you just have to do at least $10 on your account for auto charge, and then you're good to go. There you go. Yeah, so like right now, I have $16. I've had that for a long time because I haven't spent that much on it. But yeah, as soon as I go to $5, it'll just auto charge $20. It looks like you can also set it to auto charge $10, and then you can limit the amount. Okay, so you can only do up to $20 a month. So not too bad. Like, and again, you have to be using that pretty heavily to get to $20. So you shouldn't take too long, or it shouldn't take that much to get there. So it really is pretty cheap. When you get into troubles, when you get into doing like cursor and AI agent stuff, and like where it just starts churning, like it'll keep doing it writes code, then reads some stuff, then calls a tool, then writes code, and then reads some stuff, and then like that starts to add up fast. Where I've seen Claude code just to like code an entire feature will cost like a couple bucks by the time it's done going through everything. So in chat calls though are super cheap. Yeah. Oh man, we're coming up on some time. I think almost 11:30. Been an hour and a half. It's been good. I appreciate everybody hanging out and chatting. Vlad, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the question. Did you have any other questions? I guess while I'm here. Otherwise, might be wrapping up here in a minute. And feedback noted. I will look at we'll fix this the infinite void of screens. It should be a pretty easy fix. So that seems like a higher priority fix than anything else. So I will definitely look into that. And then gonna try to get some content going today. So try to get some other posts going besides trying to just rely on this stream. But this stream was a success. I think it was a good one. We got some good numbers, got some good engagement. We got a triple chat. We got a chat in YouTube and Twitch and X at the same time. I think we hit an achievement there. So it's been good. It's been good stuff. It's a good Thursday. Have a device on selling automations of business. Yeah. That's something that I've been doing a little bit too. I've been going the Upwork route. So you could definitely go the Upwork route, where you go to upwork.com and create a profile, and then just try to reach out with proposals. The hard part there, I think, is that getting started is kind of tough, because if you have kind of an empty profile, you won't have any ratings and stuff. And so people are probably less likely to take your proposal, just because, your profile looks new. So that's a bit of a challenge. You have to kind of get over that hurdle. And then after that, you have to be able to prove that you're somebody that can do that. So I don't know. Upwork is definitely one. I know a lot of guys right now for automations are doing cold email. So you could look into a cold email system. Um, I've tried it a little bit. It's really not too bad. It takes some steps as far as setting up. So you have to go scrape leads from like Apify or something like that, and then um, enhance those leads. So like pay for a service to make sure that those emails that you're getting are actually valid. And then you have to pay for a cold emailing system, so something like Instantly, and then you can start sending out emails to people, and then you have to be able to get them on a call so you can try to sell them the system. So like, I mean, that still seems like cold email is actually a pretty legit thing, but it's a lot of work. So that's another route to go for sure. Otherwise, you know, Instagram, I think Instagram DMs are a pretty big one right now too. So try to find, other content creators and stuff. Local business is also an option. If you can just go find businesses that are, nearby you, and you can offer to sell them some automations. But yeah, the hardest part is you're not really trying to sell the automation. You're trying to solve the problem. So you're basically trying to figure out like, what's your problem? Like, how can I fix it? And then you can provide hopefully an automation to fix that problem. So that's to put it as like simply as possible. But yeah, so probably Upwork, cold email, Skool. So I have a Skool community. I guess that you can join like other Skool communities, and they can help with that. So yeah, exactly. Typically, you probably would probably try to pick something that you're kind of good at, and then try to see which businesses, if it's cold or email. Yeah, you would kind of pick like a some sort of niche as far as who you want to help specifically. Something maybe you're a little bit more knowledgeable about. The cold email one is kind of interesting because if you can get the cold email system running, you can basically sell that cold email system to other people. It's like, hey, I actually built this cold email system. I can help you find leads for your business, and I will build you a cold email system. So that one I think is really one of the big hacks that a lot of people do. So basically, like, yeah, exactly. So it's like it's worth the time to invest in that if you want, because then at least like you have a system now that you can sell, and then there will be people that are also looking for that kind of thing on Upwork and some other places. So that's definitely an option. And I think that's why that's usually kind of the kind of the route that a lot of people will go. So otherwise you kind of pick something that you're good at maybe, or just pick one thing to get good at that most businesses will need, and most businesses need more business. So if you can offer a service that helps them find more people, so similar problem that like you're having now, that's usually a good way to go. Content, I think, is also probably another pretty easy one. So that's kind of more the route that I've been going. That I can help with content, and content is another way to get more business in a sense. It's a little bit slower, a little less efficient. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, just understanding business problems, whatever they're like. I was showing an invoicing system earlier. Like they want to, one of the ones I'm working on right now was that they wanted to be able to have their customers in here, and they want to be able to take the data from this CRM and then generate an invoice document. So that's what the system does. It just uses an Excel sheet to generate a PDF for them to send an invoice to a customer. So stuff like that, like business level stuff. So that one's pretty straightforward. But yeah, there's lots of ways to do it. So hopefully hopefully that's helpful. There's a couple Skool communities I could also recommend that are like really, really good about it. That like if you have some money to join, that they can help you get set up, because that's what I've joined, and they've been really helpful as far as giving you kind of like a step-by-step, like how to make money with automations kind of thing. So it's pretty popular right now. So a lot of options. But yeah, any other questions? Hopefully it was somewhat helpful, kind of rambling. How about you? How about the other guys? You guys done? Are you off to meetings? You guys hanging out in Discord? Oh yeah. The charging, charging will kind of depend. I mean, part of it will probably depend on like the business. So you want to make sure you understand how much, how big is that business and how are they doing, and like, what their budget is. But there also seems to be kind of like probably a general pricing as far as some of the systems. So I don't know. I mean, I think some of these cold email systems, I've heard guys, can sell them for $1,500 to, whatever, $6,000, depending. Probably you probably would start a little bit lower, and probably offer more of like a guarantee and a low price. That's like, hey, like I'll build the system, get you some results, and then for whatever, $1,500 a month. Well, I guess that's another one. Like a lot of what they try to push is try to do like monthly retainer. So it's like, hey, for $1,500 a month, like, well, I'll help maintain the system, and we can build some new systems, or we can update those systems. But yeah, individual systems itself, like the cold email one, you could probably sell for $1,500 to the right business, and then probably on the low end. And then if the business is big enough, you could probably and you sell it well enough, you could probably sell it for more. You can probably sell it for like 4,000 or 5,000. Apparently that's the thing. I just caught that. I didn't realize Taylor Swift was doing a new album, but incredibly excited. That's actually what I'm going to be working on for the rest of the day, is content to celebrate Taylor's new album. So good call. But yes, for selling automation systems, it's also probably going to depend on like the system. Simpler systems are gonna, you could probably get away with a couple $100, and then like really big complicated systems, clip it. Really big complicated systems, you could, probably get into the thousands. And then, you're probably looking for more regular business. So really probably you're trying to sell yourself as an automator, so that you can be like, hey, like I'll work with your business regularly, and you pay me, money monthly, and then I'll make sure your automations work. I'll build new automations, and, I'll update your current automations. So a couple options there as well. But yeah, if you look around a little bit online, Nick Sarayev is the guy that I follow quite a bit. Where is he at? Where's our boy Nick? So I usually have a link to him. I think it was at the bottom there. I missed it. There we go. This guy's the pro, so definitely check him out. I joined one of his communities to learn a lot about that stuff too. So he's been super helpful with that kind of thing. He's been doing it for a little while too, so he's got a lot of experience. So it seems like he's able to talk about it pretty confidently, so legitimately. But yeah, well, cool. Is that helpful, Vlad? Anything else? Any other clips you want there, Molson? Anything else you want to try to get out of context? I have to go buy an AeroPress now. And I think my Celsius showed up, so I got to go pick that up. On to caffeine round 2. Oh, man. And I need to get back to my own Upwork proposals, so clipped. Nice. Oops. Hot cornered myself out of my... Oh, I can't click it. All right. There we go. Oh, it didn't work. What happened? Weird. Not legit? Or did you delete it? Yeah, for sure, Vlad. No problem. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, if you want to join, I've got my own free one there. So yeah. Welcome to check it out. I'm slowly starting to get more stuff like that on there. So yeah, I'll try to do that, but maybe not process yet. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Trying to pretend like it didn't happen. Join your school today and see what I can learn there too. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I mostly do more content automation kind of stuff like this, like a lot of Whisper and that kind of thing. What you said, like, yeah, you already watched some of my Whisper videos, but I'll probably also slowly get into some of those other systems too. So I've been doing my own Upwork automation selling. So I'll be talking about that more too. So kind of doing a lot. I'm also working on an app, so doing that too. So lots of stuff going on. But yeah, thanks, man. Of course, glad it was helpful, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the chat. Hopefully you have some good luck. Hopefully you find a good system and start selling. But yeah, and Molson, thanks for the clip. Is it done yet? Let's see. Oh, he did. Oh no, never mind. Say he actually deleted it. Weird. All right, let's see. Maybe it's like it might be just on my channel. I'll just have to check it out. But I will look forward to seeing the Taylor Swift clip. Did like a Telegram personal assistant thing. Yeah, with Whisper, so process voice messages and can text and reply with AI and manage your emails, calendar, stuff like that. Nice. Yeah, no, I mean it's kind of awesome how surprisingly easy it is to set some of that stuff up. So that's super cool. I've done a little bit with that too, but yeah, I keep thinking I actually need to use that more. So I kind of just tend to use the GPT app just because it's like easy and it's already built in. Oh, there we go. Is that the real one? There we go. Okay, I noticed the create. I was wondering about the create was probably part of that problem. There we go. There we go. Yep, that's a perfect clip. Nice. Thank you, Molson. Appreciate your contribution. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, definitely love how accessible it is too. The mostly like it was super easy to create a Telegram bot, which is awesome. So I really like that they set that up. But N8N just makes it really easy to then connect all that stuff up. So yeah, super cool. All right. Well, on that note, I think I will call it for today. I may try to get another stream in tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll reset back to Monday. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming in and chatting. It's been awesome. I'm gonna go get some other work done and hopefully have some cool updates for tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. It was fun. It's a good stream. Looking forward to doing it again. So hey, you too, man. Yeah, you too. Have a good day. All right, guys. We'll catch you later.